Hello everybody and welcome back to Teachers Talk Money, where I help teachers master their money in order to give back to themselves. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 steps that I recommend you taking if you are a complete mess with money. First off, if you feel like a complete mess with money, you are not alone. I would say that most people feel some sense of disorganization or lack of control in their finances. Regardless of how little or how much you are earning, anybody can be a mess with money, and most people, I would say, are. So I'm going to give 4 steps that I consider my money triage checklist. The 4 steps that you could do if you want to start getting better with money. The first thing you're going to do is actually start not in the spreadsheet, not in the bank account or anything, but to think about your goals and your vision for the future. The thing about being bad with money or a mess with money is that wanting to be good with money in and of itself is not really enough to motivate you to actually make the changes you need to make. Instead, you need to fully accept that money is one of the most important tools that you can use to improve and enjoy your life and improve the lives of others. It is much more easy to be intrinsically motivated by these goals for the future that are, in all likelihood, very much tied to your financials. Here are some key questions that you can ask that might help you determine these goals. One question might be, what do I want my life to look like in 2 years, or 3 years, or 4 years, or 5 years, or 10 years? What age do I want to retire by? What do I want my charitable giving to look like? What vacations do I want to go on in the next few years? What is a big upcoming purchase that I want to be able to make and feel good about? What would my life look like if I didn't have the minimum payments on my debt that I currently have? These are just some examples, and there's plenty more that you can ask yourself, but it's really about thinking about what your big goals are in life and realizing that in order to reach a lot of those goals, you should probably be in control of your money, because I don't know about you, but I have never reached a goal by accident. I've always needed a very intentional plan. And so many life goals are tied to our finances. So that's the first step. Step 2 is you are going to know your basic income and your basic expenses. Maybe you're not ready to make a comprehensive budget where you're really sectioning these different things out, but you want to make sure that you are at solvency, meaning that you're not spending more than you're taking in. If you have a lot of credit card debt, this might be an indication that you are spending more than you're actually making. So check those pay stubs or your bank account and figure out exactly how much income you are taking in each month. And then you can either A, look back at the previous month's expenses to see if you were meeting solvency, or you can track expenses for the coming month. Whichever seems less daunting to you is probably the way to go. The next thing you're going to do is calculate your net worth, which sounds kind of difficult, but it's actually super simple. Your net worth is your assets minus your debt. So all of the things that you own minus any debts that you have. Calculating your net worth is really wonderful because it gives you a more holistic picture of your finances. A lot of people think, I'm in X amount of debt, or I have X amount saved up, and aren't really taking into account all of their different accounts and things like that. So here's what you're going to do. The first thing you're going to do is write down the amount in every single savings and investment account that you have. If you own physical assets as well, such as a home that you have some equity in, or a car that is worth something, you can include those as well. Your savings and investment accounts will be found in any physical or online bank account that you have, and then investments include any IRAs or individual retirement accounts, any pensions you might have, or if you're investing through work, your 403b or 457, or if you're not a teacher, your 401k. Then that is everything you own, that is all the money to your name. Now you are going to list out all of your debts. That includes credit card debt, medical debt, student loan debt, your mortgage, car debt, things like that. I am linking a video below about the best repayment methods for debt if you are interested in learning more about that. So then you subtract your debts from all the money you have to get your total net worth. Do not be discouraged if you have a low net worth or even a negative net worth. When I first started my life as an adult, I had a net worth of approximately negative $9,000. But the point of this exercise is to get an idea of where you stand so that you can know what steps to take moving forward. This can be painful and scary, but knowledge is power, and it's really the most important thing to do to identify where you're at so that you can move forward. And then finally, you are going to make specific goals for smaller steps along the way in order to start working your life towards those bigger goals that you identified in the beginning of this video. So I am going to link a crap ton of other videos I've made in case you are feeling like a complete mess with money and there are some topics you want to dive deeper into. Firstly, you can use my 12 months to get good with money series. I will link in that playlist down below. You can literally do one step each month to get your financial life together. I'm also going to link in some really quick videos about how to budget, how to invest, different debt repayment methods, and all of that good stuff so that you can kind of look at these things a little bit more in isolation. Either way, just make small steps. You can literally do one of my steps per month in order to get good with money in a year. This is something that seems like it is so incredibly daunting, but then when you start doing it, you start naturally learning more, making better money moves, and getting your financial life together, which is everybody's responsibility. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you think of another tip that's really important to take when somebody's a complete mess with money, please comment it down below. I would love to see what else you guys come up with. As always, don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I hope that you have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!